There's a toasted onion, Mac Daddy burger here. Toasted onion bun, honey barbecue sauce. And you can see that I'll let the traveling duo introduce that.
Dance kid with no sour cream and no bean mixture.
Good morning, travelers. Well, we're headed out. Quality Inn that we stayed in was very, very kind accommodations, as you guys can see. Sleeping well, pretty good for the most part. At least the beds were comfortable. I think I kept the traveling duo up off and on certain nights. Well, certain night, I should say. And anyway, we're headed out to Tallahassee, like we said, last night. We're going to do the automobile museum. It's got some cool artifacts and old classic cars. Well, travelers, we finally made it back to Tallahassee here. We're down here to check out before we go to the automobile museum, we're going to check out the State Capitol building. They have a museum here as well as the actual State Capitol building that they actually do business with it on a day-to-day basis here. Well, travelers, we met the downtown area, the Capitol building, museum, and then the Capitol building where they actually do day-to-day business is behind it. They've made the old historic building a museum that unfortunately is closed due to COVID. But behind me right here is where we parked. Seems to be free parking right here on the corner of Monroe and Apache Parkway. So some cool historic facts here. It says that the building was started building in 1839. I don't know if you can't read that, maybe the lighting might be bad, but travelers, just from asking the guard on the grounds, he had said that there is no tours of the State Capitol building. Hasn't been probably for the last year due to COVID. The only way you're going to get into this facility is if you've got some type of reasoning as far as you're a state employee, or if you've got some type of issue that needs to be brought to the Senate and everything. The Senate, I guess he said right now due to COVID, is doing virtual meetings. But what's cool about the grounds out here is across the street, literally across the street, well, right here in front, you've got this dolphin fountain here, but across the way you got the Supreme Court of Florida, or everything, as you know, the judicial system and things are heightened and ready to be passed through to the state through that Supreme Court building. So one other fun fact that I find out about by the security here, that I asked the gentleman when did they decommission and move over to the new building. They said around 1972 to 1974 that they stopped commencing in the old building and started working in this current building here. So, travelers, there's another area of thing you could check out. This is the Florida's Veterans Memorial for the Vietnam War. It says Florida's Vietnam Memorial in honor of the 386,000 Floridians who served during the Vietnam conflict from '64 to 1975, among whom 1,869 succumbed and 83 are missing in action. Their names are engraved on this memorial as a token of their everlasting gratitude to these patriots for their supreme sacrifice. Well, hey there, travelers. Well, we're here for lunch. We're doing the place called Midtown Caboose. It's kind of a great place to have a great eccentric burger that's started by the Wells brothers. We're definitely going to go and check it out and see how the food is, and we'll give you guys a review when we get inside. Well, travelers, I'll have to put the menu down on the description link. Looks like due to COVID, they have one of these digital scan the barcode menus, but from what we're finding out, they have a wide range of cocktails, burgers, as I said before, and appetizers. And like I said, you guys are definitely going to check it out. Click on the link on the description of the menu, and like I said, we're going to go ahead and order, and then we'll show you our crazy burgers. Well, travelers, before we order here, we had asked the waitress on what kind of burgers she suggested, and she requested like the suggested, I should say, the PB&J, which probably sounds gross, but you know, you get the sweet savory with the salty. An Old Canada, which is a fried egg, Canadian bacon, and crispy hash brown. And I'm gonna get the Mac Daddy, which is you know, basically mac and cheese, bacon, fried pickles, and your choice of mild hot or honey barbecue on an toasted onion roll. Another one she recommended was the Sundance Kid, which is, it says here, train robbers couldn't steal the flavor from this instant classic. This burger is topped with grilled chorizo sausage, house-made pico, sour cream, fried egg, and black bean mix with cheddar cheese.
Thank you.
Alright. Mac Daddy right here.
Fried pickles on that.
Alright.
And sour cream or bean mac. Thank
Get some
you.
ranch too, yeah.
Ranch?
Thank you, dear.
2 sides or just one? Just one.
Just one. There's a toasted onion Mac Daddy burger here. Toasted onion bun, honey barbecue sauce.
And your side?
And you can see that I'll let the traveling duo introduce that.
Kid with no sour cream and no bean mixture.
Really good.
Very big.
Now they did say they had big portions here, so if you're not feeling as hungry, maybe you can split it with somebody.
It's good.
Yeah, you got creamy mac and cheese. An interesting mix of the barbecue sauce. Like I said, you get mild, hot, or honey barbecue there.
Mine's not very spicy. Here we go. Basic french fries.
Yeah, here's the onion rings they got. So this is a premium side, like I was saying before when I was reading out the menu to you guys.
So good.
That's really good.
So far, so good.
Well, so far so good. I definitely would recommend it, it looks like. Especially if you're a burger enthusiast. So the gentleman that owns this automobile and museum here is DeVoe Moore. He's a businessman that came to Tallahassee with $200 in his pocket and shoot horses to put him through school at Florida State University. Has a doctorate in humane letters and avid collector, obviously, and started his first collection in '96. And as now has progressed to what you guys will see here. Let's go check it out. And they show the 1932, famous 1932 Ford V8 that was in the famous, Bonnie and Clyde gang from 32 to 34, which they, drove around in their all the rampages. And then this was like a 1937 Packard Model 115C business coupe, which was in 1921. Warren G. Harding was the first American president to ride in an automobile in his inauguration parade. It was a Packard. And then we go down to the Ford Model 68, 1936, which Henry Ford owned his own forest known as Iron Mountain in Michigan, where he grew maple, birch gum, and basswood. This was used for his station wagons, commonly known as Woodies. Here's a 1941 Crosley truck, soft top pickup, Industrials Powell Crosley Jr. of Cincinnati, Ohio, owner of Crosley Broadcasting Corporation and the Cincinnati Reds baseball team. This car was unveiled in 1939 of April, weighing less than 900 pounds and just 10 feet long. And this bad boy, one of my other personal favorites that when I first got into cars, was a 1992 Dodge Viper. And these cars had a V10 in them. This first Veer Viper was 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds with a top speed of excess of 166. Coming with a standard Sidewinder exhaust pipes, removable top, and terrific grip from the extra wide rear tires, 335 and 35s, ZR17s. And this car lived up to its claim as a high performance production vehicle. This is number 93 out of 285 produced in 92. And this has 166 original miles. The 8-liter, 406 horsepower, the V10. Now here you've got the infamous Ford versus Chevy, the 1965 Chevy Corvette over here versus the 1965 Ford Mustang Dragster. Both of these have been showcased racing. This particular one has been so beefed up that it has about 1200 horsepower V8 with a 289 cubic engine motor in here, but it just, as you can see, it's got an overhead cam, just ginormous, cool Mustang logo insignia. And then this bad boy with the infamous Corvette. This one has 604 actual miles on it, 800 horsepower, 350 cubic inches. So it's a bigger motor, less horsepower, but both nonetheless can definitely keep up with each other, I'm sure, on the track. So here on the second floor they have the movies from the 1980s and the 1960s TV show Batman here. It says in all there were 5 Batmobiles created, 3 for the 1989 Batman movie and 2 for the 1992 Batman Returns movie. This is Batman Returns movie card number 2. Pretty cool stuff. So as I was saying, this guy's got all kinds of stuff here on the second floor. This is maybe Las Vegas with Elvis, with all the slot machines behind there. All these 1961 Harley Davidson Dual Glide motorcycle. Evel Knievel, the Triumph Mustang motorcycle. It says here that the 1967 Triumph T120 TT Evel Knievel uses a number of motorcycles throughout his career and began with a Honda 350cc in the early 1960s. One of his famous crashes was while jumping the Caesars Palace fountains in Las Vegas, Nevada on December 31st, 1967, which that crash left him in a coma for a month. Guy was definitely a daredevil. Here, the Indian, like I was talking about earlier, the Indian chief, Indian's heyday came before the First World War, but the Chief, designed by Charles Franklin, made its debut later in 1922. And says the new models were expensive to build and proved unreliable. Later, Indian's name was attached to imported bikes. With the line decline even more, the Chiefs were the last true Indians. This is all about 1950s, looks like, is what I was saying.
Shine like gold until winter comes, until winter comes, until winter comes.
Another Chevy Nova, 71. Then Ford came out with the T-Bird back to kind of revitalize the T-Bird from the 1950s. This is the 2004. It came out with a 3.9 liter, 240 cubic inches, and 280 horsepower V8. Didn't show you everything on the second floor here, but this guy definitely has a lot of collectibles, and definitely gotta come check it out as far as that goes. I mean, he has Star Trek stuff here, Star Wars, looks like Florida State memorabilia. He's got golfing, baseball stuff that's old cash registers, looks like, from Eon days. Old rotary phones, old fans. Here's some of the Star Wars stuff I was telling you about. This guy's got Lego Star Wars. All your Star Wars fans. The soap derby vehicle. All these kinds of reserves. He's also got things of knives and all kinds of guns and whatnot in this place. Well, travelers, that completes our trip this time around. Hope you guys liked all these 5 episodes. If you liked them, give them a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, definitely subscribe to the channel. You're missing out. And this is it from us from Tallahassee and Florida. Have a great time. Safe travels, guys. We'll see you on the next episode.